Hello everybody, my name is Shade. Welcome back to Dark Souls 2. We are just here in the forest after my botched attempt at fighting the pursuer. And yeah, first thing that we're going to do today is go and try to go and open the soldier doors that we have access to now from the key that the last giant dropped in his boss fight. So yep, all of the doors that I know of are down here. So moving right along, I just have to take these guys out really quick. Come on. Ah! No! There we go. We should be good now. Okay, so the first door that I can remember that opens from the soldier key is this one here, which... sure, why not? Let's go ahead and explore this area. Usually I don't come back and do this area until later in the game, just because it scares me. But, whatever. Let's do it. Be aware of the sleeping hollow infantry over here. Time to wake up. Alright, we've got more of these turtle knights. They have another name, but I call them turtle knights. Okay, I've got two of them coming for me now, and I do not feel good about this at all, so I'm going to back up the stairway and see if I can get one of them to back off. That guy has issues with that corner. It has offended him in some way. Alright, time to take this guy out. Come on, here we go. And don't get hit by the hammer, preferably. Oh man. A couple more hits here, one more, and we should be good. We've got something over here. Black fire bombs, super fire bombs, and homeward bone, I think that was. Oh man. Oh! Firebomb to the face. There we go. Someone's got their shade signature down here. I should do some shade signatures so I can be shade. Also, you get smooth and silky stones, which is great if you want to trade for items with smooth and silky Dinah and Tio. Woohoo! I'm not sure how that didn't hit me, but I'm not gonna complain. Okay, everything went so much better than I thought it was going to. Got another torch. And what looks like a spear hollow by the door there. Oh man. Have a guard break. There we go. Pop on through here, being wary because I'm sure there's an ambush somewhere. Nope, I was wrong. I do, however, see an archer over there, so I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful here. Also, there's a giant hole in the ground, which... gravity, man. I'm gonna ignore the archer for now. I'll come back for him later. That is not the kind of surprise I like. Cool. That guy's dead. I saw the ladder. I'll come back to it in a second. I just wanted to see where this goes around to. Looks like the bandit knife, I think, that guy's using. Ouch. Oh man, I missed. All better. Got something over here. Bastard sword. I like the bastard sword, actually. I might upgrade that and use that in the future. I'm gonna flask. I'm not sure if this just wraps around back to the beginning or where the ladder goes, but I don't want to forget about the ladder, so I'm going to run back over there. Okay, we've got turtle knights. One down, and luckily that guy wasn't paying any attention to me. This fire sword just kind of melts these guys. They usually take a lot more hits before they go down, in my experience at least. Cracked red eye orbs. Cracked red eye orbs. And a soul of a nameless soldier. I think the door downstairs goes to generally the same area that this ladder does, so I'm just gonna take the ladder. All that noise is worrisome, and I really don't want to be out on this ledge when I fight this guy, so... Oh, this is not the best situation. That archer over there is gonna cause me some trouble. Awesome. I think this is the door leading back to where we were just a second ago. Yes, it is. Okay. Just don't want to accidentally miss some stuff that will make me upset and make other people upset, so let's not do that. Amber Urban and Green Blossom. As far as I know, there is no way to open this gate, and there's an item down there that I missed. That's actually an area that I've been through before where I didn't go down to the ground, but I don't remember what that item is. I don't think it's anything super important, so no big deal. This way. There is a chest up here with the leather armor set in it, which I really like the hat that goes with the leather armor set. Look at that. That's just fancy. But I'm not going to wear it because I like my hair better. Okay, let's take care of this guy. Ow. And come on in here. Bonfire! Oh yes, bonfire lit. And I'm going to sit. I probably should have waited to sit until I finished clearing the area, but whatever. I can handle it. Okay. I'm gonna pull this guy back in here so I can hopefully avoid drawing the attention of the archer over there. Oh dear. Gosh, this isn't gonna work. Okay, on second thought, I'm going to ignore all those guys and come in here and really quickly talk about this tree. This tree is important. A giant rest in peace. Right now that tree isn't doing anything, but once I've been invaded a few times, that tree will start spawning the seed of the tree of the giant item. Oh! The seed of the tree of the giant item that I talked about earlier, where you can turn all the enemies in your world against an invader, which is very fun to use. Very fun to use. Dang it. This might be another death. Okay. I was gonna warp out from that bonfire, but instead I'm gonna run back this way. No, there's a bunch of enemies that way. That's a terrible idea. I am gonna drink a flask. Let's see how many more things I can aggro. Gosh. Don't sit at the fire until you're done clearing the area. That guy just broke some of the wall, which is kind of cool. Okay. Say this isn't so bad. Even when things aren't going your way, you can turn that situation right around and get knocked off a cliff. Nope, I'm not by the cliff. I thought I was by the cliff, but luckily I was not. There we go. Now hopefully that should be all the enemies that were right on me, and I should be able to get back to the bonfire now and warp out of here. Because I don't think there's anything else in this area that is relevant to my interests for the time being. Awesome. Alright, I'm just gonna warp back to the Cardinal Tower. Here we go. I can hear summon signs somewhere, I'm not sure where they are. The other soldier doors that I know of are down here. Whoosh. Get rid of this guy really quick. Should I go for the parry? Nope, I shouldn't go run for the parry. But I'm going to go for the parry. No, gosh. His falling off the stair timing threw me off there. Sorry. Okay. Here is another soldier door with the soldier key. I'm going to drink a flask before moving on. And there's a couple of different ways you can go here. Over here there's a chest. Ring of Restoration and a torch. The Ring of Restoration is a cool ring, I guess. It gives HP regen, but it's really, really slow, and usually it's not worth it to me to wear it. But because I'm not wearing anything all that good right now, I'm going to go ahead and equip it for the time being. I'll probably end up ditching it pretty soon for something else, but whatever. Okay. Up here is an area that is not all that useful at the moment. Trying to see where this looks down to. I think this is nowhere. This is nowhere. Never mind. I thought this might have been over where we were a few minutes ago, but it's not. This giant black ominous door is a king door and produced the symbol of the king, which I have no symbol of the king to produce, so we'll just have to come back in a later episode. Okay. The last... nope, this way. The last soldier door that I'm aware of. There's a good chance I'm forgetting one, but... Nope, I think I'm good. The last one that I'm aware of is over... No, this is not the right way. This is the right way. Over here. There's two spear guys here, so do be careful, because they will ambush you. But I'm too smart for them. Right here. Summon sign there. Soldier door. Go ahead and unlock this. And yeah. Got a spear guy in here. Let him finish his little spear thrusts. Ooh, that halberd guy just about got me. Not doing so hot on the parries today, so I'll go for the backstab instead. Moving right along. I've got a bunch of summon signs up in here, and yes, there's a reason there's a bunch of summon signs up here. Aha! Fog wall, and all the summon signs you could ever hope for. You can come up here, and I think there's an item. Yes, there is. This right here is the building that you could see from Majula, I believe. So that's kind of cool. Right here you can see the next room that you're going to be heading into. And yeah, where this actually goes to is where the pursuer shows up if you mess up his encounter, his early encounter like I did. I was going to shrug, but I don't have any shrug emotes yet, so... Yeah, there's a really easy way to defeat this boss, which I've done it in a summon session before, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do this the traditional way, hopefully. Alright, there's our friend the pursuer with his glowy red eye. Well, the good thing about me messing up the encounter is we get to see this cutscene, so that's nice. Alright, come at me, Hover Knight. Cool. Let's do this. Most of his attacks are really easy to dodge as long as you're careful about the timing. So if you just dodge his attack and then move around behind him to hit him, this fight is not terribly difficult. He does have a relatively large amount of hit points. And he just about walked off the cliff there. That would have been really funny. But no. Clipped me there, but that's no big deal. There's one move in particular you want to be careful of, and I'm hoping he'll do it for us. If not, I'm pretty sure he did it in the summon session I did where I helped somebody take on the pursuer in the early encounter. If you're careful, you can roll through his attacks if you have the iframes and the skill. I have more iframes than a default character since I've been upping my adaptability. Which this right here is why it's worth it to me to invest in adaptability. That right there is the special move I was talking about, where his sword goes blue. You do not want to get hit by that one because it will impale you and lift you up into the air, which is no fun. Time those immunity frames. Ooh, I'm out of stamina. That's dangerous. I'm gonna back off and let that regen. Look at all those different types of weapons he has on his back. The Pursuer, I think, is a really cool character. I wish there was more information about him in the game. I really wish you could get his armor to wear. I'm still bitter that you cannot wear his armor. There's his sword curse move again, similar to how Ornstein from the first game would impale you on his spear and give you lightning damage. That does, I don't know if it's dark damage or curse damage, I can't recall at the moment. Oh, and first major hit. No big deal, no big deal. Alright, just keep moving right around. And that should do it. Victory achieved! Ah, yes! Gives you the Ring of Blades and the Soul of the Pursuer. I really like the Ring of Blades, especially as a pure melee character. the Bring of Blades is very worth it for me to use. It increases physical damage, so any physical damage from your weapon gets boosted by that. Another way you can beat the Pursuer, I will show it off in co-op briefly here while I'm talking, is you can use these ballista to shoot him. You can have somebody kite the Pursuer down to the end of the arena and have somebody else shoot at him, but do be aware that the ballista will damage your Phantom or your post, so be really careful not to shoot your post. In general, it's just a really good idea, if you're a Phantom, not to use the ballista. Just let the host do it, because if you die, whatever. If the host dies, they have to use an effigy, and it's just no fun for them. So yeah, that was the Pursuer boss fight. Here we are on the other side. Can look down into the ocean here. We've got more crumbling buildings. This is familiar. This is an area that I'm going to drop down into in just a moment here. We've got another giant tree, which this is somewhere we'll come back later. Alas, nothing happened. Not at the moment. Eventually things will happen, but now is not the time. If you come up here, there is a bird nest, and like the bird nest in Firelink Shrine, if I examine this here, the eagle that the Pursuer rode into battle there would come and pick me up and take me somewhere else. But I'm not quite ready to go to that area yet, and I want to get the items that are down here, so we'll come back to that later. Alright, we've got the Dranglake set here, which the Dranglake set is pretty good, especially the Dranglake shield is on my first run through of the game, the only shield I used for the entire game. I can't wield it. I didn't mean to equip it, I wanted to look at the description. It's Captain Drummond's shield. Even with its embossing terribly worn, the shield exudes pride and authority, an heirloom passed down from grandfather to father, and then from father to son. Drummond and those before him held the shield when facing those who would threaten this great land. And the reason I really like the Dranglake shield is it has 100% physical damage block, which is very, very nice. So yeah, here we've got someone with the Dranglake set. Who were they and why are they here? I don't know. How'd they get Drummond's shield? Who could say? So yep, I'm probably going to call it a day here pretty quick. But first I'm going to run over to the bonfire because I like to leave my episodes off at bonfires. It just feels more organized to me. Coming back over this way, through the gate shortcut, up the ladder, and we'll be back in the tower. This has been Shade playing Dark Souls 2. Thanks so much for watching. I will see all of you next time.